then or they put that behind them, if I should put it, and they are seeking qualification for their 5th appearance at the Mondial. And at 7 p.m. at the Accra Sports Stadium, will definitely be there. Max TV will be there. Will be. I know Ghanaians would also have their eyes on that one because the Black Stars in recent times, it's not really been so, enjoyable from them. But this time, we'll be hoping that they can get things done. Yesterday, we're at the Accra Sports Stadium, and then the head coach, Coach Otuado, he addressed the media in the pre-match press conference. He had a lot to say, and then also we'll be taking a look at what the supporters are also expecting from the Black Stars of Ghana. So if you've joined us, it's still the Max Bonding Show. This time, it is time to talk exclusively about the Black Stars of Ghana. And in the studio with me is the president for the Supporters Union of Ghana, popularly known as Apirigu Chakapama. But the name itself is Abraham Nkansa. And then he is a PRO actually. And then also I have with me my senior colleague here. He's always been in the house, very quiet, but always getting the job done. Friend Zanan has also joined me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Apirigu, Viaboko.
Bibia boko.
Bibia you okay?
Bibia you okay?
Me shall now feeling mood no. Players no because and the players so I'm be my Jamaica kra. But first of all, Mami Bisao, Supporters Union of Ghana preparations at saying so far 50 Monday our players no by omutreni bisinra ne. How is it like? How has it been like? And the most preparations towards game there Barcelona at saying.
Well, Medase. I think my main first akwenye suna ye president Alaji Polo 4040 menchiano and penyifo nso a ehwe Mass TV nyina mechi obia obi ohwe bia Minister of Sports and Recreation Honorable Kofi Idi Adams mechiano sanso na President Kett GF penyifo nyina mechiom. I think ye prepare pa. There's say match be a prepare pa 100% this particular match.
Wow.
As I say, spiritually and then physically they are prepared.
Spiritually
and then physically they are prepared because you the jumedi babeto for mama mokra mo boy my announce. Kosia de twemu ye call Living Bread Chapel Emma e ko Serempa Iboma Black Stars.
Wow.
Yes. And on a Tuesday, ye street awareness for the Black Stars. And my news will also kama.
Yeah.
Wednesday, ye recited the Holy Quran stadium. And my no President Kett name penny for Mr. Michael Osekere Nina Eba Asie. Emma Bibia ye kama. Thursday, Yendra special visit to the National Chief Imam.
Wow.
And also your Koko Serempa body my Black Stars.
Wow.
In there in there Friday.
Yeah.
And then a charity. It at the 1 o'clock was Central Mosque, and also your Koho. And there basically is for charity.
Charity. So yes, you are giving alms.
Alms, yes. I know your friend is Sadaka. Say ebeya nyankopon be de be kwan amaye because o hwe your previous matches I abon wa Accra Sports Stadium score line it will be ball no say dey safe but say be ball at what your problem
na a year interesting kakra because it must feel say football we've gotten to a stage that is all about technology, data and science, but spiritually how does that actually impact football at your ballpark? So you say 11 players in Gina Park, so ball back. How does what is the significance? See football here.
Well, Medase, I think say football you need mother lock because football shot by 10 na ba kwa mfa pole mu. Opponent no ball back ope na fa pole mu. We
to say any Angola
Kumasi. Yani Sudan for chance Kudus nyae. Nature's Samenyoni we chances. We played all the game.
Yeah.
There was a year of football be a year. And student in a to you need mother luck upon whatever you do. And then luck and then this empire ball spiritual way say neighbor. Because you are calling say players being a D on the D. Say players being a D then I will say ubompai. What you train ya who be and so not key player on the day when you day. It is what we are calling for, say the likes of Kudus, Jordan, Patimu, on the day, on the day, now you goals, that is the reason why we are doing. And then Accra Sports Stadium, so what you are recently, Olympics, home or relegation. House of Folk, relegation. It is that grounds, your grounds are.
In recent times, we seem to be
and President Polo 4040 on the executives in trans no, something must be done and
interesting. So currently on your screens now, last training session and we training each chatwo fitting Monday on 9 players by. Then on Tuesday it was a full house. Wednesday again. Yesterday it was also a full house. Osha on training, very serious training. Very intense actually, because first 15 minutes of training, media. Then after that it was behind closed doors. Prince, let me bring you into the conversation. I think, sir, we've seen we've seen how difficult it was, beating the likes of Angola, the likes of Sudan, and co in a relatively easier group to qualify to the AFCON. Now it looks like after 6 games, we couldn't even win a single game. Now we are here, and the focus is on the World Cup. Prince, what are our chances now?
Well, Josiah, thank you very much. I'll take it from an interview I listened to on Max FM when we had the opportunity to talk to Henry Asante.
Yeah.
And one of the few things he said, not Henry Asante, I beg your pardon, Sheikh Tofik.
Sheikh Tofik.
And one of the things he said, in fact, the clarion call was get Ghana there. And I think I would like to start from there. Yes, it is imperative that the senior national team make an entree back onto the world stage. It has brought us a lot of success. It's brought us a lot of quality. We may not have won the Mundial itself, but hey, Ghana announced its presence in a bright way. First of all in Italy, and then we went to South Africa, which was for me the icing on the cake.
Sure.
Brazil came through, Qatar came through, but it's a learning process, and I'm sure the players there are also yearning to continue with that learning process. But how do we do that? Charity, they always say, begins at home. It's been tough for the Black Stars over the last couple of matches, of course, which led to the failure of the team to qualify for the AFCON. Something a lot of Ghanaians, myself included, believe that it's our birthright to always be at the AFCON. But that notwithstanding, I think the mood changed nationally, right from His Excellency, the former president, right down to the last person. We were all, clamoring for a better Black Stars and a better performance. Let's leave all that behind us. The importance of our getting to the World Cup cannot be underemphasized. I mean, it comes with a lot of perks. It comes with a lot of advantages.
Sure.
First for the country as a nation, then for the national team itself, and then for the individual players in terms of the quality, in terms of opportunities for bigger contracts, etc., etc. One thing that has made me bring back, or which is making me bring back that yearning for the Black Stars, is the kind of leadership that we are seeing currently.
Sure.
The minister has said it many a time, that this is the time for us to put our house back in order. Indeed, the whole world is watching. I was looking at some of the statistics of some of the matches played a couple of days before, and I was looking at the table, and if I see heroes, the big teams like the Super Eagles also struggling, it tells you that, look, to buttress Apiogo Chakapama's point, it looks like spiritually things are changing.
Wow, you also believe in
Minos
are
now clamoring for greatness, for success. But then we ask ourselves, what is it that has changed the status quo? It is because the younger ones, or the Minos, now want to rub shoulders, not only with the big guns in Africa, but the big guns in the world.
Interesting, Prince. I'll get back to you. But yesterday, we're at the presser where Coach Utuado addressed the media ahead of today's game against Chad. Let's listen to what the Black Stars head coach had to say.
I understand that, there's a certain pressure. We have a good position, and this is what also the players did also themselves. They beat Mali away. So this was very, very crucial for us to come back on the top position. And now we have everything in our own hands. And this is very, very important and very, very good for us. And this is really, really positive. And again, I want to thank you for this positive environment. I think the players, when they came, they really, really felt welcome. And everybody can feel the energy, which is coming from outside, which is very important for the players. And I'm very, very sure we will deliver. I can't call myself an expert for this or that. I always want to win. It doesn't matter. Even if we play Ludo, I want to win. You know, it doesn't matter. I always want to win. Has to be the World Cup or whatsoever. So the players are the same. And surely we had a bad qualification for the AFCON, and now we're looking forward to do everything possible to win this next match. And then from there have a very, very good position to go forward. So I think, first of all, surely I'm the head coach, but I think we're all in this together. It's not only me, it's not about only me. So when we win, we all win, and when we lose, we all lose. I really like to say sorry for what happened. I think, especially in the home games, everybody saw that the most important thing which was missing was the goals. And for this, it's about playing together. It's about even maybe to create even more, even though we create a lot of chances, and give the guys the belief. And for this, I'm responsible for, this is sure, but I also need you guys, I need everybody. And like I said, I really want to thank you for the support the country has given so far. I mean, the president of the country, what do we want more as a support? And the sports minister came to ensure us that he's totally behind us. And we had a lot of positive talks also with media, and really, really happy and looking forward for that game. And I know that Chad is not a top team, but believe me, it's not going to be easy, and we need all the support we can get. And the boys, I mean, everyone knows that they can do it. They are showing it abroad, and we need them. We need to create the right atmosphere, which is really in place now, for them to do the same here in Ghana. And I'm very, very happy that the pitch looks much, much better. This is for me the most important thing. I know maybe people who haven't played maybe don't think it's that important, but it's very, very important that we have a good pitch and the pitch is wet. And I think now we are really, really on a good path, and I know that we'll create a lot of chances.
All right, so that's Coach Otuado addressing the media yesterday at the Accra Sports Stadium. He spoke about a lot, the chances of qualification. Benjamin Asare could be a possible starter. He had to answer questions about that. But one thing I actually took from the presser was the fact that he apologized multiple times, about failure to qualify for the AFCON. Prince, let me bring you back in. How important would it be psychologically to put that behind us, knowing how awful and dreadful we were during that time? All of a sudden, at the back of that, it looks like USA is a dream, and we keep dreaming about getting there.
Well, I like the way you wrapped it up. It's a dream, and yes, it is a dream. It's not a dream only for the Black Stars. It's a dream for every country that is fighting for qualification. What makes it unique for us here in Africa is that all the group leaders at the end of it all automatically qualify for the World Cup, and that is why it is it should be a possibility that 90 minutes should bring nothing but goals. The goals that eluded us for qualification for AFCON, we want to see them coming back. Not only in the home matches, but in the away matches as well. We are starting this battle, and I want to call it a triumphant battle, with a match against, like he also said, Chad may not be a strong team, but I don't think there are any minnows in football anymore because the game has changed. Fortunately or unfortunately, Chad has also played series of qualifying matches, and they have conceded the most goals and scored just one, which means that yes, they are beatable. Yes, we can dominate them, and yes, it can bring total 90 minutes support, not only by the players on the field of play, but for us who will be in the stands, most especially 4040's group, the national supporters. The kind of work those supporters do, Josiah, you have no idea. Apirigo and I have been in battles, Accra, Kumasi. They were at the World Cup. We were at the South Africa Cup of Nations. The work they put in, the supporters, I always doff my hats off for them because it is their dedication, it is their time, and they are not being paid for it. And that is why I have a lot of support for them and respect for them. And that is what the players on the field of play also have for the supporters, because without their jama, they are not edged on. They enter the field, they see the fans, and they know that yes, this is Ghana. I spoke to one of the players, I won't mention the name, his first call up for Ghana. He got onto the field of play and he was like, wow, Prince, are all these people here to support us?
Interesting.
And I said, you have no idea. That is why they are called the Black Stars, because they are the ones who are leading us to the golden land. We want to be in the USA, we want to be in Mexico, we want to be in Canada. These gentlemen and ladies on the screen now are the ones that will push us to push the supporters, the fans, for total victory this evening.
Exactly. So that's a section of the Supporters Union of Ghana this morning, right here at our reception, and you could see the vibe and the feeling, you know, already started.
They are even ready to play the match even more than the players.
I can see that. Okay, so let's have a feel of what you know they have for the Black Stars later today. Charlie, you just can't stop loving the Black Stars, can you? I feel good. Wait, I'm from Charlie, we understand. Charlie, you see, the most interesting part is the fact that during the AFCON qualifiers, people say the players were exhausted. Emotionally and psychologically, they were drained, especially in the last two games. It was that there is no motivation. But for you guys, every single time, even when the players have lost motivation, when they are demotivated, you have the motivation, because after everything that happened, if there is one group of people, I can say they've stuck together to still support the Black Stars. Where do you derive that from?
Well, I think so when you say bibia we will be as in Biana was so botayenti away. Yeah, the end is a bit shame crying. The one we shame crying is a wo loss here. Not as the whole thing I say. It is sometimes in a match, you know, Niaman ko ye expect win. Na Niaman ko ye bia your fan say, "Oh, that shall first go."
Yeah.
Then time put yourself together. Me as the second go account. It's one member as a member there. About boto. But young leaders in the chair more up.
It's even at some point, you know, members you they lose confidence sometimes.
Yes, especially newcomers.
Wow.
Obi joining cool maybe only 1 year. It's for no more. Obi po person be trouble on the
Wow.
The young leaders, you know, and any on the casa say you be cheer more upset. Let's go. Players using higher.
Wow.
This is the moment. You can't stop what you are doing.
I think much money at people do not understand much money at because for you to, because at every point you look at the demeanor of some of the players and you feel like on person of the bobo view but push your hope not still Jamane Koso and I think that the Blasters will need you and definitely at 7 p.m. The Blasters will need you. Now guys, one thing it's been a bone of contention very quickly with regards to our goalkeeping position. We've not really had the best. We've not been consistent in that position. Now Enja Yebisa Coach Otuado about, you know, the goalkeeping position and if Benjamin Asare is a possible candidate to be in between the sticks for our game against Chad, and this was a response from the coach.
First of all, it's always with me. It's always the performance. Always, it doesn't matter which position. It's always the performance. It's not about maybe somebody saying this or somebody saying that. For that, I'm too much of a coach. Surely I listen and I hear a lot of things, but at the end, I will make the decision together with Fatau. I think Benjamin Asare has done well before, otherwise we wouldn't have called him, and we have been observing him for quite a time. He's done well in training, but the others as well, and we have one more training day, and we'll take a decision this evening, and let's see what happens.
Quite succinct and precise from the head coach. He just wasn't, you know, bending around it. He just made it straight that he's going to confer with the goalkeeper trainer. Prince, I think you have an interest in this one. And if I should push you to the wall, based on your experience and what you've seen as a commentator for the Ghana Premier League in recent times, Prince, will you have, you know, the cudgels to put Benjamin Asare in between the sticks today?
To help me answer your question, I'll take you back to when Ghana played the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the qualifier some time ago here in Ghana at the Accra Sports Stadium. Majority of the professionals failed to turn up. And so the head coach at that time, Sir Cecil Jones Atukwefiu, may his gentle soul rest in peace, you know, mustered up courage and called the entire Accra Hearts of Oak team to play against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Of course, there were elements of other players in there, but virtually a starting lineup made up of almost Accra Hearts of Oak players. Players who had hitherto not had any experience with the Black Stars or confidence to play at such a high level. What happened? In that game, I remember there was Nwanko Kano. I remember in that game there was a certain Taribo West, but we managed to hold them to a pulsating draw.
Wow.
And I remember when we got into the dressing room, I was then working for a radio station, Vibe FM. We got to the dressing room and Nwanko Kano was asking who Ajimandria was and what team he was playing for. Ajimandria was a central defender for Accra Hearts of Oak. Nothing more, nothing less. But gave Nwanko Kano a lesson that he will never forget. Now, let's come back to your question. On the local scene, he's been one of the brightest spots, without a doubt. And a lot of people believe that Benjamin Asare has paid his dues and that this is his time. Of course, he's also in contention with two other gentlemen at the national level. Benjamin Asare has been consistent over a couple of years. I saw him play at Division 1. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Sporting Miren or Zaytuna, one of them. I saw him get his loins at Accra Great Olympics and then eventually found himself at Accra Hearts of Oak. Now, when was the last time a player left Team A, went to Team B and was made the captain?
Wow.
It speaks volumes of who Benjamin Asare is and the quality that he has. And he's showed it over the season we've had so far. He's been in the sticks for Accra Hearts of Oak, and he's probably been the savior between Accra Hearts of Oak and an avalanche of goals. If Otuado believes, together with Fatau, that Benjamin Asare has the temperament to start his first Black Stars match on his or at his first call-up, so be it. Every Ghanaian, you and I, Apirigu, Chakapama, and the fans, the supporters, one thing we want, after 90 minutes, victory.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Victory.
Yeah.
So if Benjamin Asare is supposed to or is meant to be part of that victory, let it happen. If not, whoever is lined up, the first 11 on that day, I am sure, per the visitation of His Excellency the President John Mahama to the camp, it should rather spur them on to total victory. So if Benjamin Asare stands in the stakes, I will not have any problems. At least it is a favor done our local players, because we've seen the local players.
Match day 5 of the 2026 CAF World Cup qualifiers. Ghana will be hosting Chad at Accra Sports Stadium. The numbers to call 0558 462 088 0558.
Say here win if you say GBH and so omutimi qualify and so everything ama arishi muamba so that we are anybody else say omutimi akwa J cap na ba omo ntimi krampa ni say be omutimi go further kakra into na they expect free players win now say here win
I may expect to say Benya win and I mean ya doma maybe anko so my why that's
na Ghana bet match say there
very 2-0
I gonna be so goes no
Jordan and we Kudus.
Okay, well, nothing less than a victory. Of course, Chad is not like a very big team in Africa.
Okay, so it's the optimism for me. Ghanaians are quite optimistic, but we have our first caller on the line. It's Shadrach. Hello, Shadrach.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Apom to say.
Apom you namutwe.
Yansu young here. Ewaha.
Yeah. You better must be say more supportive Black Stars this year. But what you need our fact this year, their performance and their goal. Because on performance your good goals name back. In na the appointment since I'm the family to actually with the move for Accra Sports Stadium to return best.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So also that tells you the amount of love fans to war, because I'm pay Prince at this point. What's the time? It's almost 9.
Josiah, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh really?
Back in the day, there were people who go to the stadium as early as 8 a.m. wait till the gates are opened, and they use stones or blocks to mark their sitting positions.
Interesting.
Before they go back home, and then 2 hours or 3 hours to match time, they come back. It has gone down tremendously in latter days, but there's a lot that we can do. I am appreciative of what the National Sports Authority, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation are doing. One thing I haven't seen, of course, I've not been out and about, but one thing I haven't seen is, this was the moment that, I don't know whether I should say government, but the authorities should have made available miniature Ghana flags.
The small ones.
The small ones. So that at least everyone, whether you're walking, whether you're cycling, whether you're in your car,
you have one to wave.
Let's show love for the Black Stars. We want to bring back the love. Yes, there are indications that we have put the worrying ways and times behind us.
Exactly.
So we are moving forward. There's a new threshold. At least some flags, whether miniature flags, whether those who want to go with
all those,
big
I
ones.
believe.
They, as Apirigo Chakapama and his people have, I think, one of the biggest flags in Ghana.
Yeah, very huge.
Exactly. Exactly. We need to see.
Yeah, that's how DJ.
Well, the Jamwan is your best Ghana for saying stadium Yembra in numbers. Na ye meeting be as a Black Star no. Yembra na yembe support to team. Na nya kora no ye to be qualifier. Nyama be bree. You benya so many good things. Because previous World Cups, se me catch out there in Faswaba, in fact wa ba nyesika nko but Ghana ye popular pa
okay
ye tu kwan ye co World Cup said ye bra penny Mr Prince akan ye hyanko for different enti se e ba ne sa na emma sebe Ghana ne sebe isi eketwa nso no wiase afana nyina bi enim.
That's it. All right, so that's it. You've heard from the PRO for the Supporters Union of Ghana, and then also one of the astute and aged journalists in the industry, Prince, and my senior colleague. And you also have to troop into the stadium later today and support the Black Stars. But let's do some birthday dedications before we bow out. Reverend Isaac Labi. Happy birthday to Reverend Isaac Labi of Gospel Rock Chapel International. May God bless and shine his face upon you. Amen. So this one is also for you. Then also to Bernard Amponsa. Happy birthday to you, aka Frenchman, aka Minya. Enjoy your day, Abrantier. From Emrantier 89-year group. They are wishing you a happy birthday. Okay, we saw Kwama Edna na Ayi Kanka Boche. You are the absolute best daughter any mother could ever have. School she attends is a Noble Royal International. From your mother, Beatrice Ahinfo. Edna na Ayi Kanka Boche. Happy birthday to you, coming from Mommy. This one is also from a happy birthday to Ola Michael. So happy birthday, you of Despite Media. This is coming from the Max TV morning team. Everyone here is wishing you a happy one. Ola Michael. All right, so Pakwisi Akom, happy birthday to you of Multimedia Group. Today is another milestone for you, and this is coming from the team. We say a happy birthday to you. Enjoy the day to the max. Okay, so Audrey Forsen, happy birthday to Audrey Forsen, CEO of Tickers, and lawyer Francisca Forsen of Platinum PR Ghana. From Betha, I wish you queens all the best in life. So this is coming from Betha, and she says she's wishing you all the best in life. Audrey Forsen, and then also lawyer Francisca Forsen. All right, so Samuel Into Afum, aka Super. This is coming from the B Upper Crew as you mark yet another anniversary. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so this is where we call it a wrap. Thanks so much, Apirigu Chakapama Prince. Thank you for joining the conversation. To you out there, we hope that we didn't leave you out. And then Black Stars Ejina Akono, 7 p.m. at Accra Sports Stadium. Pacho, foul jersey, foul flag, the co supporting the Black Stars of Ghana. Meeting Eddie Josiah Okokwebo, Nomiensa, 3 p.m. I'll be back with Sport Daily. Bye.